Welcome to the show with the eternal Sith. Every visit banger, best believe he don't miss. Do me a favor, drop a sub and keep tuning in. If you like what you see, go and share with your friends.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Sabine and Ezra. Now, we know that we've gotten a lot with Sabine in this series, and we haven't really obviously gotten much of Ezra since he debuted in episode 6 in live action. But there is something that Sabine hasn't told Ezra about, and in episode 7 of the Ahsoka series, Dreams and Madness, we got to learn a little bit more about everything Sabine was talking about with Ezra in his absence. The Empire was defeated, the New Republic took its place, the Emperor might be dead, and now Hera Syndulla is commanding a fleet. Wow, yes, Zeb Orrelios is training with the recruits in the New Republic. Now, Sabine even tells Ezra that Ahsoka took her on as an apprentice, using the surprising twist as a deflection from his questions about their journey home. Though Ezra is delighted to hear these updates, there's one glaring omission from Sabine's summary, and she makes no mention of Hera's son, Jacen Syndulla. Ezra would have undoubtedly remarked upon if she had said anything. Now, why hide this happy news from him about Jacen Syndulla and everything that's going on with him? Well, Jacen is Hera's son, we know that, with Kanan Jarrus as well. And Kanan was also, remember, Ezra's master. And sadly, at the end of Star Wars Rebels Season 4, he was faced with sacrificing himself to save Sabine, Ezra, and Hera from an Imperial fuel tank explosion. Now, while Kanan's lesson was the catalyst for Ezra's own heroic sacrifice to defeat Thrawn, the loss of his master hit Ezra hard, and he would have carried the grief with him to Purrgil, with no one there to console him. Hearing about Kanan's son, the living embodiment of his old master's legacy, would probably comfort Ezra immensely, and he'd be so excited to meet his master's son and perhaps even start training him when he discovered Jacen was force sensitive like his father and master of Ezra Bridger. Now, why hasn't Sabine really said anything about Jacen to Ezra? Everything she has shared has been purely factual. She's mentioned very few, and if any, personal, anecdotes. But perhaps that is because she fears what that hope will do to Ezra should they never be able to leave Purrgil. I mean, he's so convinced that they'll be able to go back home, she might be worried about what the grief will do to him if they get left behind. And if he knew about Jacen, he'd want to get him home even more because, he wants to probably train him, and the disappointment of not being able to leave might crush him once and for all. And in her misguided way, Sabine is trying to protect Ezra's feelings, but her keeping secrets might come back to haunt her in the season finale. But what do you guys think about this? Could this be a big factor for Ezra? Could this be something we see in live action eventually in Ahsoka Season 2? Or maybe a spin-off of Ezra training, yes, Jacen Syndulla? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. I'll catch you guys later there today. Make sure to subscribe and like to the channel. This is the Eternal Sith. Later, guys.